Students, this is Botany PSR. In the previous class, I explained about transgenic animals. Today, I am going to explain transgenic plants. What is that? Transgenic plants. Of course, this topic transgenic plants is not present in NCERT textbook. You have to read this transgenic plants. So we have already read that transgenic animals, like that transgenic plants are also there. Okay, right. What are transgenic plants and what are the different types? Those we have to discuss today. What are transgenic plants means? The plants with desirable characters are created through gene transfer methods. The plants with desirable characters are created through gene transfer methods. Those plants are so called transgenic plants. That is, those are novel plants, new plants. So the novel plants, the new plants with the desirable characters are created through gene transfer methods are called transgenic plants. See the definition? Plants with desirable characters. Desirable characters means wanted characters created through gene transfer methods are called transgenic plants. So here to produce transgenic plants, which vector is used means TA plasmid of Agrobacterium. Agrobacterium contains a special plasmid called TA plasmid. Full name is tumor inducing plasmid. The TA plasmid of Agrobacterium is widely used as a vector in the production of transgenic plants. See, effective vector for obtaining transgenic plants is TA plasmid of Agrobacterium. They will ask like this: TA plasmid found in Agrobacterium. The widely used vector for obtaining transgenic plants is Agrobacterium. What is that plasmid means? TA plasmid. Plasmids are generally found in bacteria, isn't it? Each bacterial cell may contain 1 or 2 plasmids, 10 to 15 plasmids, or sometimes 100 or more. So that is, bacterial cells may contain 1 to 100 or more plasmids, isn't it? Right. So let us suppose this is the Agrobacterium. This is the main genetic material. Main genetic material called bacterial chromosome, also called genophore, which is circular, double stranded. Don't say single stranded. So the genetic material in bacteria is, the genetic material in prokaryote is circular, double stranded. Don't say single stranded, and it is without histone proteins. This is so called genophore. Number of genophores present in each bacterial cell, 1. This is a plasmid. What is a plasmid? Small circular double stranded DNA present in the cytoplasm additionally. That is, additional or extra genetic material present in the cytoplasm of bacteria is called plasmid. The special plasmid found in Agrobacterium is TA plasmid. This entire thing is called TA plasmid. It is smaller when compared to genophore. That means it contains less number of genes as compared to genophore. This TA plasmid contains less number of genes or fewer genes than genophore. Both are circular. Both genophore and TA plasmid are circular. Both are double stranded. And what is the difference means? it contains less number of genes, it contains more number of genes. Okay, it is the main genetic material. Genophore is the main genetic material, whereas the plasmid is additional genetic material or extra genetic material in the cytoplasm of bacteria. And the special gene found in TA plasmid of Agrobacterium is tDNA. Full form is transfer DNA. tDNA is a part of TA plasmid. TA plasmid full form is tumor inducing plasmid. This TA plasmid contains a special gene called tDNA, which means full form is transfer DNA. Right, what are the characteristics of this Agrobacterium? This Agrobacterium is widely used as a vector in producing transgenic plants. Don't say E. coli. Okay, widely used vector in the production of transgenic plants is Agrobacterium. Don't say E. coli. Next, it contains a plasmid called TA plasmid. Full name is tumor inducing plasmid. Next, tDNA, that is transfer DNA, is a part of TA plasmid. And what it causes the disease? Agrobacterium will cause a disease called crown gall to apples and pear. So causes crown gall of apple and pear. So to which plants this Agrobacterium will cause disease means apple and pear. What is that disease means? Crown gall. So Agrobacterium will cause crown gall disease to apple and pear. Okay. Next one. Look at here, my dear students. Transgenic crop plants having resistance to pathogens and insects and pests. Okay. Right. Transgenic carica papaya is resistant to papaya ring spot virus. That is, papaya plant is resistant to virus. Which virus? Papaya ring spot virus. The name of the virus is ring spot virus. Full name is papaya ring spot virus. Transgenic papaya is resistant to papaya ring spot virus. That is, papaya, that is carica papaya, is resistant to virus. Virus means, what is that virus name? Papaya ring spot virus. Okay. Next one. BT cotton and BT brinjal resistant to insects. So BT cotton is resistant to insects. Transgenic papaya is resistant to virus. What is that virus? Ring spot virus. Full name is papaya ring spot virus. Next, transgenic tomato. What is that? Transgenic tomato is resistant to bacterial pathogen called Pseudomonas. Next one, transgenic potato is resistant to fungi Phytophthora. Transgenic potato is resistant to fungal pathogen called Phytophthora. These two you have to remember. So, to easy to remember, I am going to tell a code. Here tomato is there, M sound. Pseudomonas, M sound is there. So, transgenic tomato plant is resistant to, that is Pseudomonas. Pseudomonas is a bacteria or fungi? It is a bacterial pathogen. So, bacterial pathogen called Pseudomonas. Next one. Transgenic potato is resistant to Phytophthora. How can you remember? In potato, here how many T's are there? 2 T's are there. This is 1 T, this is another T. Phytophthora also, here is 1 T, here is also 1 T. So that is like that you have to remember. Easy to remember. Make it simple. Okay. Right. Transgenic potato is resistant to Pseudomonas. Okay. They will ask like this. Transgenic tomato is resistant to bacterial pathogen called Pseudomonas. True. Another way they will ask, transgenic tomato is resistant to fungal pathogen Pseudomonas. False. The Pseudomonas is a bacterial pathogen. Don't say fungal pathogen. Similarly, transgenic potato is resistant to fungal pathogen Phytophthora. True. They will ask in this way. Transgenic potato is resistant to bacterial pathogen Phytophthora. False. This Phytophthora is a fungi, not a bacterium. Okay, right. Next, these are the different types of plants which are resistant to pathogens and pests. Pathogens means viruses, insects, pests, etc. Next, transgenic plants suitable for food processing technology. Transgenic plants suitable for food processing technology. Transgenic tomato. What is that variety name? Flavor saver, which is bruise resistant. They will ask like that. Flavor saver is a variety of tomato which is dash resistant, bruise resistant. What does it mean? Bruise resistant. Bruise resistant means that is suitable for storage and transport due to delayed ripening and offers longer shelf life. Shelf life means freshness. That is, for tomato, period of freshness. The period of freshness is called shelf life. Longer shelf life means longer freshness period of tomato. So that is what is bruise resistant means. This is the definition. Suitable for storage and transport. Suitable for storage and transport due to delayed ripening. So ripening should be delayed. And it also gives shorter shelf life or longer shelf life. Longer shelf life means, what does it mean shelf life? Shelf life means freshness. Period of freshness. So longer shelf life means longer period of freshness. So that is, flavor saver is a variety of tomato which is dash resistant, bruise resistant. So name the transgenic plant produced through food processing technology means we have to say flavor saver tomato. Okay. Next, look at here, my dear students. Transgenic plants with improved nutritional value. That is, nutrients should be increased. See, transgenic golden rice is obtained from type A rice. So initially there is a type A rice variety. It will be converted into golden rice variety. So golden rice is obtained from type A rice variety. How it was produced means, let us suppose this is the type A rice. This type A rice, to this type A rice, 3 genes are inoculated, 3 genes are transferred to type A rice. Then finally what is obtained? Golden rice. 3 genes are inserted, 3 genes are transferred into the type A rice, and finally golden rice variety is obtained, which is rich in vitamin A, which prevents blindness, and it also contains beta carotene. Don't say alpha carotene, it is beta carotene. So the precursor of golden rice, precursor means this golden rice is obtained from which plant? Precursor of golden rice is type A. It is rich in vitamin A. It also contains beta carotene. As it contains vitamin A, it prevents blindness. This is very, very important. Golden rice is obtained from type A variety, type A rice variety, by transferring how many genes? 3 genes. Okay, precursor of golden rice is type E. It contains vitamin A, prevents blindness, contains beta carotene. These are the points related to golden rice. So golden rice is obtained from type E rice variety. They will ask like this: the precursor of golden rice is type E. Next one, transgenic plants useful for, PTS means plants. Transgenic plants useful for hybrid seed production. Hybrid seed production. That is example, production of male sterile plants of Brassica napus. Production of male sterile plants of Brassica napus. What does it mean, male sterile plants? That means flowers are bisexual in Brassica napus, but male part is sterile. That is, male part is sterile means stamens are, that is pollen grains are infertile. That is, male gametes are not produced. So the flowers are bisexual, but the male part is sterile. Those plants are so called male sterile plants. In which plant those are found? Brassica napus. So what is the importance of this Brassica napus means? In leeches belongs to class Hydrodinia. That means leeches produce a substance called anticoagulant substance called hydrodin. Gene of hydrodin is extracted from leeches and it is introduced into the Brassica napus. So gene of hydrodin is transferred to gene of hydrodin. The gene that is responsible to produce hydrodin is taken from leeches and it is transferred to Brassica napus. Then Brassica napus will produce hydrodin. Hydrodin is produced from which plant? This is very, very important. Hydrodin is produced from which plant means Brassica napus. Which organism means we are well known about, that is leeches. Okay, leeches will produce hydrodin. This hydrodin is an anticoagulant substance obtained from leeches. Leeches belongs to group Hydrodinia, which produce hydrodin. This hydrodin is a anticoagulant substance found in leeches. This gene of hydrodin is taken out from leeches and it is transferred to Brassica napus. Now the Brassica napus plants will produce hydrodin. Hydrodin is produced from which plant means we have to say Brassica napus. Another important point for Brassica napus means male sterile plants. If male sterile plants are there means in hybridization male and female plants are selected means whatever the female plant, if bisexual flowers are taken means emasculation should be done, isn't it? If male sterile plants means emasculation is not required for male sterile plants of Brassica napus. That means cost is reduced. Next one. Look at here, my dear students. Transgenic plants tolerant to abiotic stresses. Abiotic means non-living stresses caused by chemicals, cold, drought, salt, heat, etc. So that is transgenic plants obtained by abiotic stresses. That is, basmati rice variety is resistant against biotic and abiotic stresses. How can you remember? Try to remember. I am telling a code. Make it simple. Basmati, B for biotic, A for abiotic. Simple. Make it simple. Okay. Basmati rice variety is resistant to. Basmati rice variety is resistant or tolerant against biotic and abiotic stresses. Okay, next one. Roundup Ready soybean is tolerant to herbicides. How can you remember means? Soybean, B sound, herbicide, V sound. Make it simple. So that is Roundup Ready soybean. Roundup is a variety of soybean which is resistant to, which is tolerant to herbicides. So Roundup Ready soybean. Soybean is tolerant to herbicides. How can you remember? Soybean, B sound is there. Herbicide, B sound is there. Okay. Basmati rice variety is resistant to biotic and abiotic. Soybean is resistant to herbicide. Okay. Now look at here, my dear students. Transgenic plants have been shown to express the genes of insulin, interferon, human growth hormones, antibiotics, antibodies, etc. What is meant by interferon? Antiviral protein. What are interferons means? Antiviral proteins are called interferons. Right. Antibodies, antibiotics, human growth hormones, interferons, insulin. Okay. So the transgenic plants and here bacteria. So some bacteria will produce so many chemicals. Some bacteria will produce some chemicals. Transgenic plants will produce some chemicals. So what is the purpose or what is the advantage of transgenic plants means? Transgenic plants produce chemicals, antibiotics, antibodies. These are all as good as when compared to bacteria, or sometimes better than bacteria. So these chemicals produced by transgenic plants are as good as or sometimes better than when compared to bacteria. See, these biochemicals produced by transgenic plants, these are the different types of biochemicals. These biochemicals produced by transgenic plants are as good as, sometimes better than those produced in bacteria. That means, so better biochemicals produced by either bacteria or transgenic plants, that is you have to say transgenic plants. So these biochemicals are produced by both transgenic plants and sometimes bacteria. So sometimes these biochemicals are better produced by transgenic plants as compared to bacteria. That one you have to remember. Okay. So the biochemicals produced by transgenic plants are as good as, sometimes better than those produced in bacteria. Okay. Next one. And what is molecular farming? Molecular farming means we are using plants or by using animals. By using animals or plants as biofactories or bioreactors. So plants and animals are used as dash in molecular farming, biofactories or bioreactors at industrial scale to produce large scale production. At industrial level, on a large scale, which are commercially useful products, medicines, chemicals, etc. So utilizing plants, animals as biofactories or bioreactors to produce commercially useful products, chemicals, medicines, etc. on a large scale, that is so called molecular farming. In molecular farming, plants are used as, what do you have to say, biofactories or bioreactors. So that is, in molecular farming, the following organisms are used: plants, animals, both. What we have to say? Both. Okay, so utilization of plants and animals as biofactories or bioreactors for obtaining commercially useful products, medicines, chemicals, antibodies on a large scale. This is so called molecular farming. Okay, and few points I would recall, my dear students. The transgenic plant which is resistant to virus, that is transgenic papaya is resistant to papaya ring spot virus. Next, which is resistant to insects, BT cotton, BT brinjal. Transgenic tomato is resistant to bacterial pathogen Pseudomonas, and transgenic potato is resistant to fungal pathogen called Phytophthora. And transgenic plant produced through food processing technology. Transgenic plant suitable for food processing technology means flavor saver tomato, which is dash resistant, bruise resistant. What does it mean, bruise? That is suitable for storage and transport. Okay, next, the transgenic plant with improved nutritional value is the transgenic plant with improved nutritional value, that is golden rice. Next, transgenic plant useful for hybrid seed production, that means Brassica napus, male sterile plants of Brassica napus. Emasculation is not required for male sterile plants of Brassica napus. There the cost is reduced as there is no need of emasculation. What is emasculation? Removal of anthers or stamens in bisexual flower of female parent. The removal of anthers or stamens in bisexual flower of female parent is called emasculation. Emasculation should be done for bisexual flowers of female parent. Emasculation not required for male parent. Another one, unisexual flower of female parent. Third one, emasculation is not required for male sterile plants of Brassica napus. So emasculation is not required for means we have to say three: male parent, unisexual female parent, third one, male sterile plants of Brassica napus. Okay, next one, transgenic plants tolerant to abiotic stresses, that is basmati rice variety is resistant to biotic and abiotic stresses. Roundup ready soybean is resistant to or tolerant to herbicide. Herbicide tolerant is soybean. Biotic and abiotic stresses tolerant is basmati rice variety. Okay, what is molecular farming means? Utilizing the plants and animals as biofactories or bioreactors to produce commercially useful products, medicines, chemicals on a large scale. That is so called molecular farming. That is, in the production of transgenic plants or animals, this should be done for some part of cells or all the cells of the organism. Means we have to say this transgenic should be done all cells of the plants and all cells of the animals. So that is transgenic plants are obtained means that transformation should be done all cells of the organism. Don't say some cells of the plant, some cells of the animal. All cells of the plants, all cells of the animals are transformed into transgenic plants and animals. Okay, so this we discussed about transgenic plants. Okay, please note down all these points, my dear students, and we will meet in the next class.